And as Bella's saying this, like, Alice just left, I'm like, when did they leave? We never saw them leave. They never said they were leaving. They left. What happened? And it was kind of confusing at times. Okay, so after I saw Breaking Dawn Part 1, I said, okay, I gotta see Part 2. And I think this is what changed my perspective of these movies. I tried to take these movies seriously. And you can't. You just can't. You can't. I think that's why I got so negative about the Twilight movies. Whenever girls tell me they like them, I would always be an asshole, a cynical asshole. Like, what's wrong with you? You know, you can't see the real thing. I would always be a cynical asshole about that. But I try to look at it like this. These movies, they are not in the drama. They are not dramas. They are comedies. They are. Because the teenage girls who watch this, who read this crap, who watch these movies, and who take this shit seriously, they still think they are wrapped in a fairy tale aspect. It hasn't hit them yet, and I'm not being a cynical asshole here, I'm telling you the truth. Now, if you like Twilight because you find, like, Robert Pattinson hot, or Taylor Lautner hot, or you like the relationship between Edward and Bella for some reason, that's okay, that's okay. I'm talking about the serious people, like the people who watch this shit and take it so seriously, like they treat it like it's a religion. I'm talking about those people. They are wrapped up in the fairy tale aspect. So I'm not saying, like, if you like Twilight at all, you're crazy. No, I'm not saying that, because I like Twilight, but I like it because it's so freaking stupid and hilarious. That's why I like these movies. Except for Part 1. Part 1 was just ridiculous. It was so bad. Not to say the other ones were good, but, you know, anyway. So I was hyped. I was so hyped up. I couldn't wait to see Breaking Dawn Part 2. Now, I wasn't going to go opening day because I knew the theater was going to be packed. I wouldn't be able to get a seat. So I waited a week. That's why I'm doing the review now. So I went with my mom. My mom wanted to see it. She likes Twilight. She's not crazy over it, but she likes it. She thinks it's okay. And we went. So we went to the movies, and we sat down, and the movie begins. And I will say this. Out of all 5 of these movies, this, I think, is the best one to look at. It's very beautifully well made. And when I say that, I mean, I think the best way to put it would be like the sets. I like the sets. I love that opening credit sequence. That opening credit sequence is just amazing. Like, I was watching the opening credit sequence, the way, you know, Bill Condon, the director, did that. And this is the same guy who did Part 1 of Breaking Dawn, which just was, oh, I hated that. And it was very well done. I liked that opening credit sequence. It was interesting. I liked it. And I was getting into how it immediately comes right after Part 1 of Breaking Dawn. You know, Bella, now that she's a vampire, she is... by the way, there's going to be a lot of spoilers here. Bella is going through a lot of things in her life. She's becoming a vampire. She's realizing what she can do as a vampire. She tries to control her thirst for blood and everything. That was an interesting scene. I like that scene. Stupid as hell, but it was funny. I love the scene when she tries to attack the cougar, which is just hilarious. like she's right here and the cougar's right here about to attack the deer, and she jumps up and grabs it. It's in the trailer. They're just speeding up the footage. It's so funny. And so then what happens is you know, she sees Renesmee and everything after Renesmee's been that name. Oh my gosh. Renesmee. Oh my God. I'm laughing already. I'm not even through this review yet. Anyway, what happens is so Bella sees Renesmee for the first time. This baby, the whole baby is done by a computer. It's not a real infant, people. It's not a real infant. Bella is holding a sack of flour with a green screen around it. Okay? It's not even a real infant. And I looked at that and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, I know you can't make the werewolves look realistic, but that you've got to be kidding me. But you come to expect stuff like that. You know, it's stupid shit like that. But I didn't expect that. But anyway, and then Jacob tells her that he made an imprint on Renesmee, and she got upset about that. And of course she gets pissed off, and of course she can't act. She says these lines that are just so laughable to listen to, you know. Kristen Stewart, oh my gosh, you know. And I'm sure she's a great person, I'm sure she is, but, oh man, it's so bad. But anyway, I forget what happens after that, but somehow she's playing with, first of all, Renesmee has grown really fast. Like, she's to the point where she looks about maybe 9 years old. Even though it's only been, I think, maybe a few months or something. I don't know. But anyway, this, I don't know who she is, but Liam Neeson's daughter from Taken sees Renesmee, and she thinks that she's an immortal child. So apparently, according to the Volturi, that's wrong to do. I don't know. So she goes to the Volturi, tattles on them, and this is by far one of my favorite scenes in the movie, when Michael Sheen is like, and he just stands there like he's stoned out of his mind with the with the red eyes. And he comes up, he's like, "Allow me, my dear." And he grabs her hand, and apparently, like, we don't see anything, but I'm guessing he can look into the Cullens' house or something. And he looks in it, and he's like this. Oh my. Oh shit. Okay, so that happens. So it's after 11 o'clock. I hope I don't wake anybody up. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta put the charger in. My camera's about to die, so hold on a second. Okay, we're good. Alright. So where was I? Oh yeah, the Michael Sheen scene. Okay. So he sees that, he believes that Renesmee is an immortal child. So now the Volturi are going to come after the Cullens, and they're going to destroy Renesmee, and of course the Cullens don't want that. I'd rather they just go after Bella, but apparently they're not going to do that. So anyway, Alice, you know, she can see into the future. She knows that they're coming for them, and now they have to prepare for battle. But they realize what they don't want to do is, because the Volturi, I think Carlisle says it, he says that they're not coming for battle. No, they're not coming to negotiate. They're going to come to kill us. So what happens is they realize that if they get enough witnesses to see that Renesmee is not an immortal child, then maybe they can convince the Volturi when they arrive that, you know, don't kill her and don't kill us, because there's nothing wrong here. So they go around the world they drive around the world. And here's another thing. If they're, I don't get this. If they're vampires, why are they driving? Can't they just, like, run all the way or turn into a bat? Because that's what vampires do. Can't they just run across the earth or something? What are they driving a car for? They're dead. Why are they driving cars? So, anyway, they drive over, and I guess I don't know, there's a lot of snow on the ground, so I'm gonna guess the Poconos. I don't know. There's a lot of mountains and snow. I'm guessing it's Colorado. If they said it, I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. So they go there, and Edward tells his family members, I guess, he said, "I need your help." And they show off all their powers, and they convince them that Renesmee is not an immortal child. And then they start showing their powers, and they start going all around the world. And it's almost like Captain Planet and the Planeteers in a way. Like, one vampire has the power of water, one vampire has the power of wind. Like, I'm waiting for my tea to come in out of nowhere going, "Heart!" I don't have the ring on me, but yeah. I was waiting for that to happen. I was waiting for Captain Planet to come in going, "The power is yours!" Yeah. It's so stupid. But, yeah, so that happens. So then we have, you know, here's another thing that doesn't make sense, and maybe this was in the book. I don't have time to read the book. Why, if the Volturi are coming to attack them, why is it taking so long for the Volturi to attack them? Can't they just attack, like, immediately as soon as, like, Michael Sheen found out? Like, why are they waiting all this time to go over? Like, why can't they just go immediately? You know? We can end the movie faster. But no. So anyway, long story short, they're pretty much talking and talking and talking. Like, oh, I love Bernesme, we gotta protect her. You know, Bella looks at Jacob. She's like, if we don't make it, you protect her. You know, keep her safe from these guys. And he goes, of course, anything for you, Bella, because, you know, he can't get a clue because she's married now. You know, he can't get a clue that she doesn't want him. So anyway, long story short, we get to the final battle scene, and I might have left a lot out. I don't think I left anything out that's, like, really, really important, because this whole time I'm just waiting for that final battle to happen. They're just talking and talking, and stuff's going on. Oh, there is something. The scene with, Bella's father, when he comes in, I don't know why Bella won't tell him that she's a vampire. I mean, I understand she wants to protect him, but why didn't she tell him afterwards, after the Volturi were gone? You know, considering what happens to the Volturi, they're terrified of them now because they know what's going to happen. You know, considering the end. I'm not going to give away the ending yet, but when they find out, when Michael Sheen's character finds out, they're scared of them. They just run away. So if Bella tells him, and if they want to fight, Alice will just tell them, oh, this is what's going to happen again. You better not come near us. You know, doesn't make sense. Because it would have been interesting, because all Bella does to him is lie to him, and he hasn't done shit. I mean, he's like one of the greatest characters in this movie. I know it's a small role, but I'm so much more interested in him than I am in these characters. Alright, so I've gone on too far about this, too long. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the final battle scene. The final battle scene, when, it kind of reminded me of like a big standoffish kind of movie. But all the vampires and the werewolves are on one side, and the Volturi on the other side, and Michael Sheen comes in, and he comes in and he says, he says, I want to see the child. Bring me the child. You know, because they've told him that she's not immortal. And he checks her out, and she puts her, I don't know what this means, but she puts her hand on his cheek, and he's like, there were guys in the back laughing so hard. Dude, I couldn't catch my breath. Out of nowhere, he does that laugh. He randomly goes, what the hell was that? Like, oh my god, I couldn't stop. My mom was trying to shut me up, because she was so into it at that point, because that was a very serious moment. No, it's not a serious moment. How can you not laugh at that? It's so, that might have been the funniest moment in the movie. And I saw Doug Walker's review before I went to go see the movie, so I was waiting for that moment to come up. And as soon as it came up, man, I couldn't stop laughing. I love that character. I don't know his name, but the head of the Volturi, that guy he is so fruity and hilarious. He makes that movie. He makes this movie, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Even though he's only in the movie for very little moments, very few moments he's in this movie, he made the movie for me. I couldn't stop laughing at it every time he was on screen. Because he's so over the top. But alright, anyway. So that happens. So then Alice comes over, and this is, listen, if you guys haven't seen this movie yet, this whole thing is a spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, click off this video. Or if you want to see and hear this, then, you know, stay. But if you haven't, I'm just letting you know. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I'm running out of batteries again. All right, hold on a second.